Welcome back, guys. So today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Hyperkin Ranger Premium wired gamepad for the Atari 2600 and RetroN 77. I've been really looking forward to this, and it's been a while since they first announced it, and it finally came out. I bought this with my own money, was $25, and it has some pretty interesting features here. So I'm going to be testing it with the RetroN 77. I really do enjoy this device. It's from Hyperkin. Essentially, it's like the RetroN 5, but just for Atari 2600. You could load up cartridges, it dumps the ROM, you could play it that way, or you can use the SD card and load up games that way, which is what we're going to be doing with the Stella firmware, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I've been really looking forward to this thing, and it finally came out. It's got some interesting features here. So we have a little analog stick right there. We have a built-in paddle, which that's really the biggest selling point here. Sure, with the RetroN 77, you could use original paddles and all that kind of stuff, but having a more modern style controller that includes those features where you don't have to swap controllers around if you want to play different games, I think was a really great idea. Hyperkin's hit and miss for me, guys. You guys know that. Some of their things I like, some of them I don't. And this thing, so far, I've got a little bit to say about it. Has some neat options here. So on the bottom, you have the stick mode or the paddle mode. So whichever one you're using, you have to swap it that way. Now, the other thing that I found really interesting is this is a versatile controller here. If you're left-handed, right-handed, this thing will accommodate you. If you're going to use the stick in your left hand, you would leave it on LS there. So you'd play like this, right? If you're going to play it this way, because you're left-handed or whatever, it doesn't even matter. Whatever handed you are, if you're more comfortable using your right hand for the stick, you would swap that to right stick mode, right? And then, you got the wire coming down right there, and that's not comfortable. They actually thought about this. I thought that was cool. You could swap the wire placement. That is pretty cool. I mean, it's simple. It's not the craziest idea in the world, but they actually thought of that, and I think that is pretty neat. You could also just leave it like coming out the middle if you so chose, I guess. Whatever orientation you want. I'm going to leave it in left here. But let's go ahead and check out a couple games. We'll play in paddle mode. We'll find a game in paddle mode, and then we'll also play a game with the stick. Let's find something to play with the stick first. Let's do Donkey Kong BCS. Like, I've been using this quite a bit lately. The main thing I noticed is the sticker that covers this side. It doesn't look like it's going to last, to be honest with you. I wish they would have found something else because I had a few bubbles. I got to kind of wipe it around. But here we go. Try to affix the sticker back on there. But I feel like it's eventually going to come off. That's my only issue, is I wish they would have put maybe a higher quality type sticker on here, because it's a very matte feel. I think it's just going to wear off or peel off over time. But that's the least of my issues, or the most of my issues. I'm not even sure what I'm saying here, because I am really pleasantly I'm really pleasantly surprised with this. The stick performs well for games that, would want you to use a stick. Now, if you're playing a paddle game with the stick, that's another story. So I have to point that out, but we'll take a look at that in a second. But everything's functioning well. This feels good in my hands. I'm just being honest. Kudos to Hyperkin for this controller. Like I said, hit and miss with some of their products, but some of their wired controllers I think are really good, especially as of late. And this one I don't have a ton to complain about. But let's go ahead and get into a paddle game real quick. Probably Super Breakout. There we go. So now we're going to switch to P mode. Boom. And, however you're comfortable using this, like, if you want to hold it like this, if you just want to, one fist it and hold it like that. The only thing is maybe your thumb will hit the analog a little bit, but it's not going to register anything because you're in paddle mode. But I think for me, it's kind of more comfortable using my right hand to move this around. The paddle feels a little stiff, but it's very responsive, as you can see. like it performs very well. There we go. Yeah, I'm not really having much of an issue using this paddle. Like I said, it's a little stiff, but not like crazy so. It actually feels really good to me. Just had to get used to it, for a minute with, the little bit of stiffness. It's not crazy though. It's not gonna like wear on your fingers doing it. You're not gonna like, oh my God, you're not gonna get a buff index finger. It's not that stiff. It's just a little stiff, if you know what I'm saying. Let's check out a kaboom. So put it back in stick mode, and go up, boom, get in the kaboom, go back to P mode. There we go. I'm not the greatest at this game, but I do feel this is an excellent controller for this. I know Kaboom has a lot of fans out there. Oh crap. There we go. Oh shit. I had the paddle dialed all the way down the other side. I went the wrong way. Damn it. Rookie mistake. But there we go. Oh, son of a bitch. But guys, if you're into the Atari 2600, this is definitely an excellent controller to have. I'm glad I bought it. I really do enjoy this. It makes some of these games a lot more fun. I will show, let me see. Like using the, I'll show using the stick real quick because it kind of sucks for, the games that, would use the paddle. It's like it's a little difficult. That's the only downside. Like you're going to want to use the paddle. You're not going to want to use the analog stick for these types of games. That's the only negative that I'm really finding besides the sticker that's on the front. Is you don't want to play paddle games with the stick. You have the paddle, use the paddle. The stick just does not like the range of motion. I don't know how to explain it. It's like really hard to dial it in and to be precise with the stick with this on these types of games. Other games that would normally use the stick anyway, this feels fine, no big issue. But those are the things I want to point out. Positives, it feels comfortable. It's got those little butt cheeks on the back. Reversible cord, depending upon the orientation you want to hold it. The analog feels really good. The paddle, though a little stiff, still feels pretty damn good. Nice fire button. Oh shit. See, it's difficult with the stick. Boom, but we did pretty good there. I really enjoy it. Cons, the sticker's a little cheap looking. I know this is going to wear off over time. I wish they would have done something a little different with that. And the stick's just, it's too hard to be precise with it in games like this. But other games that, require just basic movement, you should be fine with it. But there we go. Kudos, Hyperkin. I think this is a damn good controller that they put together here. So just wanted to share that with you guys. The back of the box, I don't think I really showed the back of the box, but the back of the box includes the instructions on how everything works. There's no documentation, no paperwork inside of this. So keep that in mind. 10-foot cable. Oh yeah, forgot to mention that. 10-foot cable. Comfort with those butt cheeks. Really good controller. Good job, Hyperkin. Keep it up. But hey, guys, really do appreciate you hanging out with me. And with that said, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out. Bye-byes. Thumb butt. And we got to get them controller cheeks up in there. Bye-byes and boom. Boy.